I think you can see the screen clearly. And today's question is, if I try to read it with the help of my pointer, user testing on the last product release revealed low user interest in certain features that require a significant efforts to develop. The team feels demoralized and they want to make sure their future efforts are worthwhile. Success in the next iteration is critical as the competitor's product is gaining market share. Please do not jump to the answers directly. Let's try to elaborate it further. If you look what has gone wrong here in this part of the situation, the thing which has gone wrong is what? Low user interest. And low user interest happens bad, because of bad elicitations or requirements collecting. You did not prepare the stakeholder register well, you did not collect the requirements well, and ultimately what has happened? Or maybe you have collected the requirements, but if you guys remember, you were unable to prioritize them. And to prioritize, the most common method are what yesterday we discussed: must have, should have, could have, won't have, or it could be the Kano analysis, or it could be the customer based prioritizations, or it could be the dot voting and any other methods. But ultimate solution is what? You forgot to engage stakeholder and you forgot or you did not take the requirements well. So based upon this situation, if we just read the questions again, that we have to launch, we have to take the actions, corrective actions now because something has happened. So we have to take the corrective actions. So how should the team respond? Team can brainstorm how to better understand the product vision. Product vision is the task of the team or is the task of product owner? You can type it on the chat window also if you want. Product vision is actually the task of exactly. Most importantly, it is the basic requirement of product owner. So now let's go. Scrum Master can coach the product owner on prioritizing the desired end use features and engaging stakeholders. Being the expert person, can he do this? You guys think that could be the answer? I am making it like as thoughtable option. Let's go next. Team lead can arrange a training session for everyone. I told you specifically. If you find this type of word, can it be the right answer? Never. When you find everyone, I don't need to even read it, what is written. Leave it. Team lead can perform stakeholder analysis to find subject matter expert who can guide the backlog value ranking process. It is the task of product owner. Why should team lead put him into the trouble until unless there is a situation? So this is actually the task of PO or team, not team lead. So this cannot be the right answer. And we said this is the task of product owner, so this cannot be the right answer. So number 2 is the right answer. You guys agree with this statement, what I just said? I can. You might find some delay because actually I am copying it from the Excel sheet and I'm putting it on the slide. So it might take a little fraction of seconds. But anyways, let's go. This is question number 2. And if I read it for you, and I think I should read with the pen. A product owner has created a lot of epics and has started breaking them down into user stories. These high priority user stories fulfill the definition of ready. Definition of ready means that you have enough amount of information to start the work. At the iteration planning meeting, which happens before the iteration, the product owner leaves after 2 hours. What should happen next? The team lead should draft the remaining acceptance criteria. Is it the task of team lead to define the acceptance criteria? It is not the team task to define the acceptance criteria. It is the task of product owner. The iteration planning ends after the estimates and team commitment. Seems to be a bit answer, but let's go next. The product owner should present the committed user stories with the key stakeholders before the iteration start. Seems to be the right answer also. The team should decompose the user stories into tasks. This is also the right answer.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam. So now let's go further and then try to find the right answer. We have already discussed that option 1 is not the right answer. So the iteration planning ends after the estimate and team commitment. Team commit or product owner commit? Product owner commit the requirements or team commits the requirement?
The product owner.
So it cannot be the right answer. So we have eliminated the second answer also. The product owner should present a committed user stories with the key stakeholders before the iteration starts. Iteration is for the team or the product owner?
Team.
It's for the team, right? So this is not the product owner task. So this cannot be the right answer. So the simple thing is product owner has committed for the user stories. Now these user stories should be converted into tasks. So that is what the simple explanation of the question. Anyone have any confusion before I go to the next one? Okay, the next question. While the team coordinates delivering the latest version of a machine learning product, I don't hear. A client stakeholder shows signs of resistance. So when I read this word, it means it is related to stakeholder question. The team lead suspects this is because the stakeholder feels their job is threatened by the automation in the product. Which approach should the team lead take to effectively reduce the stakeholder resistance? Is it possible ask the client to replace the stakeholder?
No.
Cannot be asked. Ask the stakeholder to express their concerns and ensure full transparency. The team should decompose the user stories into tasks. Seems to be better answer, but let's go further. Express empathy directly to the stakeholder to gain cooperations, or tell the stakeholders that their cooperations and patience. Patience for what? You think the stakeholder will make the patience? If you are the stakeholder, will you show any signs of patience?
No.
Never, right? I am the customer, I'm paying the money. So this cannot be the right answer. Remaining 2 and 3. Express empathy directly to the stakeholder to gain cooperation, or ask the stakeholder to express their concerns. Which one seems to be the better options?
Second.
Second, right? Whatever
Yes.
you have, tell me correctly, so we can remove your resistance accordingly. And we have to maintain the transparency so they feel comfortable. While a project manager is more than halfway finished, the PM noticed that the teams have not been conducting retrospects at the end of every sprint. Instead, they are conducting them after the release, which is after every 6 months. When the PM addressed this problem during the all hands meeting, the team responds that retrospects are a waste of time because nothing changes. What should the project manager do in this situation? Respect the decision. You will respect, for sure we have to respect the decision, but decision is whenever it is about, this is what about governance, right?
No.
This is about governance because Scrum Master has to do what? He has to maintain the governance. Whatever we have decided, it should happen accordingly. So it is going against to the governance. When it is going against to the governance, Scrum Master or team lead can never let it happen. So this cannot be the right answer. Explain the team that retrospects are required in Agile team. Express empathy directly to the stakeholder to gain cooperation. This is not a part of it. Just from the previous one. So explain to the team that retrospects are required in Agile team. Encourage the team to conduct retrospects more frequently, twice a year, because this is a chance to talk about what works and what does not. Agree with the team that there is a little benefit. There is
No.
always a big benefit, right? Not little benefit. Because of this word, this answer is wrong. So if you find these type of words, what I told you, they will always be the wrong answer. You don't even need to think about them, that what is going on. So in this situation, what do you guys think that is the right answer? You can put it on the chat window also.
Sir, we can see your Excel sheet also.
I cannot share it. It's very like you can see because I'm looking at the screen, right? Okay, but anyway, what is the right answer you guys think? B is the right answer or C is the right answer? 2 is the right answer or 3 is the right answer?
B, sir.
Explain the team that retrospects are required in Agile team, but problem is,
Stakeholder.
if you guys remember in yesterday class also, I was saying discipline Agile is different than Agile, right? And what terminologies I was using for discipline Agile, if you guys remember? Anyone remember my words, what I said yesterday? No one? I said discipline Agile is different from the Agile because discipline Agile says you don't need to follow 100% same. You don't need to follow what? 100% same thing. What 100% same thing? As Agile says, you must do. There is no must in Agile. What is it? There is no must in Agile. So if you look at it, on the option 2, we are saying must, right? Yeah, Allah, you guys are still far
Yes, sir,
away.
but this is the part of Agile, right? To conduct
Yeah,
retrospective. So
that's what we were discussing yesterday, that discipline Agile was launched to avoid these things. That look, Agile is what? Agile was not brought for the framework. Agile was brought for the agility that adapt accordingly. If you don't feel that you have to do the retrospect, it's okay. But make a timeline that when you have to do, twice a month, twice a week, or twice every cycle. You need to understand their context also. So explain the team that retrospects are required in Agile team or encourage the team. Explaining will become the,
Encourage the team.
we always select an answer where we have the appealing information, right? Which means encourage the team. It's already there, why you have to explain it? But if it is related to the team charter, again, the explain will be the answer or encourage will be the answer. If it is about team charter or ground rules, then what you will do?
Explain. Explain.
But team charter was prepared by the, means the conditions were given by the team, right? So you will explain them or you will encourage them.
Encourage them.
We will always encourage the people, because explaining the thing is like I will be doing the passive listening. I'll be listening from my 1 ear and putting it out from the second ear. Isn't it?
So this is a very intelligent point, sir, about the Agile, because the Agile explains the agility, as you said.
Yes. Discipline Agile was launched just to avoid, like if you will read the slides of Discipline Agile or the book Choose Your Way of Working, it says directly, we did not launch Agile that you must finish the iteration in 1 to 4 weeks of time. You must have 9 people. No, 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 no. In our PMBOK6, there is something called flow-based Agile. If you guys might have opened the book. So there's something called flow-based Agile, that follow the flow. Follow as per need. Agile was done as per need. Because if you will make must, so for the must, we already had the predictive one. What's the benefit of bring the agility?
Yeah, exactly, sir.
So Agile is what? Uncertainty. So discipline Agile call it Agile jail. They call it agile lockup or agile jail or agile industrial jail, something like this. That we didn't make like this. We said you can do like this, but we didn't say you must do like this. And all the companies in the market, all the training organizations in the market have started with the same concept that you must do this in the 6 weeks or 1 week or 2 week and keep it same and keep it same. So that was a agile. And now they are working to bring the discipline agile that no, we need to have the agility. So we can work according to the situations. So that is what the concept of agile. Agreed?
Yes.
Any point anyone wants to raise here? Any point anyone wants to raise here or no? The more you will participate, the more you will learn. The more questions you will throw at me, the more we will learn. If you will keep quiet and you will just keep looking at the screen, nothing will change. You have to be self-initiative in your answers and in your questions. That's what we call it, brainstorming. This is the advantage of brainstorming. So if I ask you that if you will do the agile projects now, you will follow the same agile as the traditional agile, or you would
No.
prefer to go with the new agile? You prefer to go with the discipline agile, right? The discipline agile says follow as per the demand, not follow as per the rules and regulations. Now you can see the question, correct?
yes.
Okay, this is the same question. A co-located agile team is updating the ground rules based on the last iteration and retrospects. Which option should be excluded from the new ground rules? Tell the truth and address any issues to the correct party. There shall be no email or surfing the web during team meetings, and be present on site between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. Ask for clarification if you are confused and do not interrupt one another. There shall be no swearing during the meeting and participation in chess club on Monday. There was nothing called chess club, right? In the question, was it?
No.
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 So this cannot be the answer, right?
Yes.
Ask for clarifications if they want to exclude something. So you think D can be the answer? You think D can be the answer? But they want to exclude something, right?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
It means this is the answer, right?
Yeah.
This information is irrelevant here,
Yes, fourth one is the answer.
right? Because this information should not be in the part of ground rules where you should do this. So you can exclude this information from the. Look, please do not try to think from the bigger perspective. You have to stick to the question. What question is asking? You can do many things, but you have to do what? You have to only answer what question is saying. Do not go with if and buts. If you will go with if and buts, your answer will always be wrong. I think in some trainings I used to say that like love at first sight. Similarly, answer at first sight is always right. The time you will start playing with the question, it can be like this, it could be like this. Alas, that's it. Your answer will be wrong because now you are using your intelligence in the answer which is not required. Like if I ask you tomorrow, what is the time now? And you start playing with me. Look, this watch is a Swiss watch. It never tells the wrong time. And this watch always have the great look into the market. When you will wear it, you will feel very good. You need this explanation from me when you ask the time from me.
No,
No.
no.
You don't need, right?
Yes.
So it means that we should stick to the plan, whatever it is, and we should answer the things as required. We should not use our own thinking. Okay, so let me clear the screen and let me show you the screen. So now we have another question. In a product demo meeting, an engineering specialist presents the latest test driven developments and asks for team feedback. Team member Y interrupts the demo to protest about the high cost of the prototype. Member of engineering team immediately becomes defensive and begin answering all at once. What action should the project leader take in this situation? Intervene and state that a cost fury will be considered, but remind everyone that this demo is for product development feedback. Stop the meeting, take the opportunity to address team members' concerns, allow the team to work through the disruption and the problems are on their own. This can never be the right answer, right? You cannot go avoid. Can you go avoid as a project manager? You cannot
No.
avoid anything in the project as a project manager. Then
Only conflict can be avoided.
only the conflicts can be avoided. How to avoid the
if-
conflicts?
Means there is one theory to avoid in the conflict management.
Yes, only conflict can be avoided in that context. Yes. And take the opportunity to address the team member concerns during the meeting. If someone is making the noise all the time, is it good to do the things during the meeting?
No, you should speak to him after
Right?
the meeting.
You should please come and talk to me and then we will discuss the things. That's what we call it. If you guys remember in PMP, we have something called meeting management skills. If someone knows, this is called as meeting management skills. Stop the meeting. Stop will never stop. I didn't read what is written, but I read stop. Stop will never be the right answer. It will only be the right answer in that case that too many changes are coming up and now you want to talk to the stakeholder. So in that case, you can presume this answer that stop the work and complete the sentence. Stop the work and negotiate with the stakeholders by inviting them in a meeting. So once all the work is approved, then start working. So in that condition, it might be the right answer, but stop generally is always the wrong answer. So as we said, it is only for the demo purpose. This is for the demo or for the feedback. It's not only the cost. We are seeing many things. And maybe he has the thing that for the cost, but once you look at the cost, then you can determine that cost of quality is equals to cost of conformance as well as non-conformance, which this user might not able to know. So let have the full feature products, and then we can decide that whether to go with this one or not. Because demo is done for the feedback. If you don't like it, we will take your new requirements and put them in the product backlog. Then this will be reprioritized. Then it will become iteration backlog and so on. True?
True.
If part of the story is accepted, means part of the demo is accepted and part of the demo is rejected, what you will do in this situation?
What, sir? Please come again.
If in the
Yes.
in the demo meeting,
Yes,
part
yes.
of your work is accepted and part of your work is rejected, what you will do as a team lead?
We can redesign this with the whatever is not accepted. we will take the new requirement and we need to redevelop the prototype.
Okay. Okay. Then
And then we need to call again this product demo meeting.
that's how we do in Agile. I was thinking actually the answer with Agile type of mentality. What you are saying, it's predictive type of thing.
For the agile.
Yes. How you would be doing it in Agile?
If part is accepted, this for the whatever accepted we will release, and whatever the remaining we will put in the product backlog, and we will start again to do iteration on that.
But we are saying that part is accepted. So we will release this part, or we will keep it aside and we will release together.
No, we can release this part in because whatever accepted we can release, and remaining we can put the product backlog and prioritize again.
This was actually my point to be asked, because release plan is issued in the beginning. So if this demo is actually on the day when it has to be released, then you will release the part if it is usable. If it is not usable, so you will not release it.
Okay.
We put them separately, and separately means we will have what, Kanban board, right?
If it is a flow type, then we can we are
Yeah.
using flow type, then Kanban. Otherwise, we can put the product backlog and
Yes.
reprioritize this product backlog by the product owner.
It could be Kanban board, or it could be Agile board, it could be the task board, or it could be the sprint board. It could be any type of board. Okay, great. Now let's go to the next question. A project team is completing a sprint. This team normally performs well under time pressure. But this time something seems different. The workrooms are quiet and people are having conversations that seems secretive. Secretive means trust is gone, right? A check of the Scrum board shows that the work is on a schedule and quality checks are met, yet the team lead feels anxious. Why? Because the silence is a good thing or the bad thing?
Bad.
That's fine.
That's what we call it, right? No news is the bad news, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. So what should you do as a team lead? Assume everything is fine. We will never do it, right?
No. Yes.
It's never going to happen. We are not going to assume anything like this. Even I didn't read it what is written, but that's it. This is our keyword. It's not going to happen. Think about any other recent changes or reason that could be the cause of these anxious feelings. Ask everyone. And I told you everyone will never be the right answer. I didn't read it what is written. I don't care. Is it possible for you to go and ask everyone?
No.
Never possible, right?
No.
Tell the team you are feeling anxious about their work. You are project manager, not their wives, right? This is
No.
the statement. This is the statement of the wife of the husband. I am feeling anxious. What to do? So this can never be the right answer. The remaining answer is B. If you have just a normal type of critical thinking, you can easily answer these questions. Yes or no? Because
Yes.
you are able to differentiate them, that how the things are moving in, and then on those basis you can easily eliminate the answers. The keywords I am giving you, like everyone, never, these can never be the right answer. Stop the work. Stop the work means, do we stop the work in the project? Just asking the simple question. Have you ever heard a stop?
Never, sir, never.
Projects never stop. Maybe they are terminated, right? And terminated does not means, or we call it the word close. The real word is what? Close. We close the projects, whether they are stopped, terminated, paused, whatever the things. Because keeping the project stopped, it means the billing is going on. The resources you have hired, you have to pay the fee,
Yeah.
whatever you have hired them. So you can never stop the project. You must keep it going or terminate it. And then you can restart it with the help of a charter or with the help of an email.
But in real world scenario, sometimes we need to stop the project work temporarily, like if there is some safety threats, safety problems. We need to stop work for temporarily for 1 day or 2 days to make the
This
things
is
okay.
you are doing for the corrective action,
Yeah, for corrective action for the safety, whatever. So
not
we
for
need
the work is stopped because money is not available or not approving because you stop it. So you stop the work. It's not possible.
okay.
Okay. What was another question I was trying to ask? Yeah, we will never stop the work and we will never let it happen because we have to release the resources. PMO will ask the resources back and we have to release.
Mm.
Okay, so let's go next. A project team member is having an extremely difficult and busy personal life. The team is not aware. Why the should team be aware of? They only see mistakes and missed deadlines. So emotional intelligence, right? The team is in the middle of an iteration and this team member latest mistake has caused a major issue. You should, the first thing, you should be angry on him.
Not at all. Angry is not permitted.
Angry can never be the right solution and replacing the team member because of an issue. So if you will do this, trust, and that's what we call it in Agile, safer environment. They will never be exist, right?
Mm.
They will be gone. Halas, that's it. It's gone and gone. Discipline the team member again. You are creating the no trust motion for them. No trust motion has gone through our tongues now. Consult the team members, functional manager. Problem is with him. Why should you go to the functional manager? Right? Problem is with him. Why should I go and ask functional manager? So the best thing is coach the team member. Coach, or you can do mentoring also, right?
Yes.
This is the answer of emotional intelligence, which is what self-awareness and social awareness. That you need to understand what are their extents. Make sense?
Yes.
Yes.
All agree with the answer?
Sir,
Yes.
is there functional manager in Agile?
If you are working in a matrix organization, so you have actually got the resources from functional manager, right?
Right, sir, right.
Functional manager will release his resource so you can work. If you are working in functional or what we call it in the matrix organizations. Correct? Because they are coming from where? They are coming from functional managers. If you will not take care of them, how they will work? Okay, this is 2 and this is 3, and I think while solving these questions, do you guys feel that they are very difficult questions?
No.
No, right? Because you have some memory left in your brain, and based upon that, you can solve it. Let's solve it. It's a very big question. Let's keep it for the last question of today. Okay, so a project team leader is reading feedback from a survey to FM. The project aims to introduce something. Look, the project seems to improve something. I don't know. One of the question was, what do you hope to learn or gain from this project? The answer varied among the 4 team members. Manager J, I am excited to learn about a new technical service and add it to my team's core competencies. I want to learn how the new service can help my team to do their job better. Maybe not much. I already know how the service is supposed to work. And the next one is, I'm not sure. I'll wait and see. How should the project manager lead, the project team leader support the growth and development of this group? Assume everyone's goal should match the highest level. Use a positive servant leadership approach and expect H&M to buy in over time. Ask H&M to explain their skepticism or lack of enthusiasm. Calculate the median response. You can calculate the median response.
No.
There is something called median. No, right?
No.
No.
So it cannot be the. Where is it? Calculate the median response. So it can never be the right answer. Circulate a follow-up survey after the first service demo and reevaluate the responses. If anyone still seems skeptical, then consider a face-to-face meeting to find out why. I told you everyone will never be the right answer, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Gone. And now 2 and 4. Which one you think is better answer?
4.
4 is better answer, right? Collect the survey
Yeah.
and collect their responses and decide accordingly. Why to fight for 1 point? So look, even if the question is of a huge size, if you stick to the plan, the words, you can always find the correct answer, isn't it?
Yes.
Anyone have any ambiguity who's sitting here and they are thinking that Imran is just keep going and everyone is saying yes and yes and no one is talking about me? Anyone? Anyone is feeling like this? Or you all have the clear view of the picture? What is happening?
Clear.
All clear?
Clear.
Yes, sir.
I'll let you put another question because it was solved very quickly. So,
Mr. Imran,
yes.
what is the words which you said we should exclude if it is there on the answer? Everyone, little, and what else?
Okay, what I will do, I have done these words in the last training also, on the last Saturday training. I will send you these words as a whiteboard. And
Okay.
there's a picture of these whiteboards. I told this to Miss Aisha also. Because as the last, these are like last moment help questions. That if your brain is not working and you want to have a safe hand, you can use these answers by yourself. Okay, let's go question. A project team is being sent overseas to lead a project. To prepare, they review a transcript from the retrospects from the previous trip. Which problem listed below can the team approach and potentially solve using servant leadership? They need to solve a problem using servant leadership and active listening during the next iteration. Assume everyone goal should match. The highest level, use a positive servant level approach and expect HM to buy in over time. So what
I
should
think
be
this
the right
assume
answer?
everyone's answer from the last question.
Yes, this is from the previous one, right? That's what I felt when I was ready. The last question, the last line does not belong to that. It will stop at the iteration, next iteration, which is this. But answers are correct. So you have to select the right answer. There is answer. Yeah. Host team is unwilling to partner in training exercises. Scheduling problems because host team have dedicated non-working hours at different times of the day. This is unnecessary information, right? The question does not explain anything like this. Is it? The question says anything non-working hours, different times of the day.
No.
No, right? Heat wave during site visits, so outdoor practical training was replaced by simulation or equipment as a rest from poor quality maintenance because of ineffective training. So now we have
Sir, are
done.
the answers and question same because it looks completely different.
No, I think it's same. Now you put me in trouble. Let me check it. Yeah, answers are correct.
3.
Yes, yes. So what they are trying to ask actually, if you look, a project team is being sent for a project and they need to collect the lesson. Servant leadership means called as what? Facilitation. So which answer is matching the facilitation? Why we do the facilitation? To resolve the conflict, to remove the impediments, obstacles, or blockers. Is it a scheduling problem? A scheduling problem is team problem, not servant leadership problem. You guys agree with this?
Yes.
Look, We have the team of 6, right? And they all are what? T-shaped. And we said the guy who is leading the team, he will not work. Team will schedule their tasks by themselves. Team will resolve their conflicts. Team will prioritize by themselves. He is just facilitating. So scheduling is not his task. Correct?
Correct.
Heat wave during the visit, so outdoor practical training was replaced by simulation. This could be the right answer.
Yeah.
Equipment as at risk from poor quality maintenance and because of ineffective training. This is not
No.
servant leadership. Now look, A. Host team is very unwilling to partner in training exercises. This is what blocker, right? This is blocker or not? The work is blocking your way. You cannot proceed further. You are at the wall. So what is the task of heat wave during site visit? Does it mention in the question?
No, it's not mentioned.
It's not mentioned, right? If it is from here to here, if it is from here to here, you can take it an answer, right?
Yes.
This is valid answer from here to here. But as we discussed, one word in the answer is wrong. The whole answer will be wrong. Question never says about any part. Question never says about any event. So when we are discussing generally, we have to remain what? General, no equipment, no heat wave, no schedule. The problem is team is not willing to participate. So now you have to make a bridge between your team and previous team. So that's why one is the answer. You can fight with me, you can go against me, and the more you will do, the more we will learn. But A is the right answer. But you should not trust my answers, right? You should fight with me. Why, Imran? You guys agree or you have a conflict?
Sir, you said the servant leadership is all about facilitation. So there isn't any kind of facilitation in point 1, sir.
Point 1 is like if you are angry from your boss or your boss is angry from you, who can help you? It's you and it's your boss. He is not happy from you. Who can help you?
Nobody except me.
Except you, right? You cannot trust anyone. But at least you can have a support from your colleagues, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Just
Yes.
just to intervene, to break the ice,
Yeah.
right? To break the ice, you need someone. This someone is what? Servant leadership. Best person is you to explain your situation, but he is not ready to hear you. So it means you need what? Arbitration.
True.
Arbitration means to defreeze the ice. So once these things begin, so they can come on the table and get talk. Is it okay, Hafiz?
So in this way, you are explaining, then the point number 1 will be okay, sir.
Okay, don't take it personally. It's just for like explanation purpose, but for good explanation purpose. Okay, don't take it. I know it sounds very stupid, but it is. I will not say wife. You and your girlfriend have a fight. Then you will try to reach the friend, right? Who will break the ice?
Yes.
Khalas, that's it. You got that. Look how easily you understood. Before I was asking your boss, you didn't answer it. That's why
No,
you
sir.
just
I will come again, sir.
okay.
I will come again.
So this is a facilitation. I know it's being recorded.
So, but sir, the point is the who is doing facilitation here? Not the leader, sir.
Team lead.
Team.
Team lead. Lead.
Team lead.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you.
So you can solve it with the help of, like there are two teams. They also have their Scrum Masters and you also have your Scrum Master team lead. This team actually you can say coming from the previous, they have visited the site and you are new and they are not giving you the information. So they have to talk to each other, right? Scrum Master to Scrum Master. Or there could be Chief Scrum Master, or we call it a Scrum of a Scrum of a Scrum or something. So they will talk to each other to find the way that we can share the information, right? Because ultimately you are not willing for yourself. You are working for the organization. It's not your personal thing. And according to GDPR, you are not allowed to do this, right? Or GRC. You are not. This is like compliance. You are not allowed to hide anything, and you are not allowed to disclose anything to the external parties. So this is what the framework, and this is legal framework plus you can use servant leadership to make it happen for the negotiation purpose.
I think, sorry.
Yes, go on.
As per my understanding, maybe the active listening is the emphasis over here. Servant leadership with the
Servant
active
leadership
listening.
starts with active listening. If you are not
Active
servant
listening.
leader,
So if we say active listening means that if you are going for active listening, you are going for any conflict or something which are with the team or which are something like this. Not
active
regarding
listening
to
is actually the characteristic of
the
leadership,
leadership.
right?
Yes.
So you have to become the leader and you have to break their ice. And for that, you have to listen to, that's what I was using about arbitration. If you guys remember, what is the definition of arbitration? We bring a third party in who listen to
All the
both
conflict.
parties
Yes.
and then impose a decision and which they have to follow. So this is the same thing we are following in here. So this is the right answer. And always remember, the things which are not described in the question, they can never be the right answer. This discussion never happens in the question. So it can never be the right answer. Oh, wow, it was a great work. And I think we have reached almost the time. So let's keep it here. And I'll see you guys again on next Saturday, same time, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m.